This is a real dark web marketplace. I don't know how long this one's gonna last. Usually they don't last very long at all till the feds take them down or the owner pulls an exit scam, but I know for a fact that this one is a real marketplace. Like, it actually ships items to people's houses. And so there's some things on here that are so mind-boggling, worse than drugs, like way worse than drugs. Let's take a look at them. This is a message to the YouTube manual reviewer that's watching this video to determine whether or not it should stay on YouTube or be taken down like it did last time. Just know that this time we heavily censored any portion of this video and or audio that has anything remotely harmful or dangerous, so it's not being shown to the viewers at all. I made sure to not promote, teach, or glorify anything against the law throughout this entire documentary. And it's more so going over the theoretical concepts of what exactly exists on the internet and how to defend yourself from it, whether it be hacking, operational security, or even getting your identity stolen. This video is in the public interest to make sure that they are safe and well informed. Thank you. There's probably thousands of orders running through this site on a daily basis, but just to get on this site, of course, I had to go on tour and to the dark web, but it made me do this really weird captcha. Like, I've never seen a captcha like this before in my life on the regular internet. Like, what is this? Why is there a picture of a girl with circles around her face? This specific captcha makes you click on a circle that has a cut in it, or like an opening in the circle, to verify that you're a human. It says, let's see your human side. Of course, they can't use the CAPTCHA that you might be used to seeing, like Google CAPTCHA, for instance. So they have to literally code up and create their own CAPTCHA that actually works on the dark web, which is pretty impressive. Other marketplaces have something even more weird, like this one. And if your address bar doesn't match the link, it doesn't end with that. You need to leave the website immediately. Check your address bar and enter the missing characters below. And so to enter this marketplace, you have to, this is a very common thing I see on the dark web, but you have to enter the like text or the characters that are in these stars right over here. Welcome to the, I can't see the name of the market, but this is weird. Why is there like an AI picture of like a, what is it, like a gerbil or a mouse or something like that with gold on him? So there's a login that you have to use to actually get access to this, and I'm not going to make a login for these marketplaces. It's not worth potentially getting in trouble, so I'm going to go to the next one. Please select an item on the list. You have to click the one that has the circle that has a cut in it, as well as pick from a drop-down menu. You can't even, oh, you can type, okay. Anti-phishing check, what the heck? Type the missing characters. Look how many steps you have to do just to get access to a dark web marketplace. And now I have to log in, and I have to press the circle with the cut in it again. Oh my God, there's like so many different steps to get access to a marketplace. You are traveling through the galaxy. Please wait. What the hell is going on? 30-second wait. You'll be redirected shortly without needing. Oh my God, again? I'm leaving this marketplace. So on this main marketplace that doesn't require a login to see, there's a lot of different categories. There's body armor, camera detectors, frequency scanners, bug detect. There's so many different things like hacking devices, software, credit cards, and then also like the main thing that everyone's there for, which is illegal pharmaceuticals. Okay, and I don't condone anyone ever do those. It's not safe at all, and they're actually pretty bad. But going through, I think the scariest of everything I've seen on this site myself has to be in this category. There's only one item listed in the signal jammers / frequency blockers. This one's actually terrifying. This one device is so unbelievably dangerous. I'd probably say it's actually worse than the pharmaceuticals on here. Signal jammer, high power military grade 8 band. And this is exactly what the device looks like. An odd looking white box with a small little like screen on the front of it, and then antennas all over the top. There's some more images over here as well. I can't really get a gauge on how big or small this device is. If it's small, it's actually even more scary. This is a military grade high power signal jammer. This is quite powerful but portable and runs on a large battery. Blocks Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular, police radio, and I guess the price for this would be $. Just to buy this single device. Of course, this device is extremely illegal. It's actually one of the most terrifying things that I could even think of. And so this device alone, just by pressing one single button, is so freaking scary. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular, phone calls, everything is down just by clicking a single button. A Stingray is a device that like government agencies use that basically makes your phone connect to it instead of a local cell tower, so that it can intercept everything that is going through your cell phone. Every Google search, everything that you look up online, every phone call is going through that instead of the cell tower. And so it still probably works because it just intercepts the traffic and keeps it moving. But this allegedly just lets you know when there's a Stingray nearby. So on the dark web, you can buy something called a fully encrypted Google Pixel phone. And so this is probably running an operating system called Graphene OS. It's what Edward Snowden himself uses, probably one of the most secure cell phones on the planet Earth. If a government agency has their hands on this phone, they literally cannot even break into it. And so this is pretty interesting. I recommend, if you want to have this phone, it's fully legal if you were to just buy a Google Pixel and then make it yourself. But buying it pre-made on the dark web is actually risky because you don't know if there's any like spyware already built into the phone because you didn't actually make it yourself. And so, yeah, right here, we use Graphene OS, which is an open sourced operating system built purely for your privacy and safety. It has phone's features, full device encryption, full user guide, full VPN. There's a lot that this phone does to make sure that nobody gets their hands on your data. Electronics, jewelry, watches. They got a lot of watches. Okay, this looks like it's one of those websites that sell, whoa, $20 CF banknote cost $. What the hell is going on? Fake 20-pound notes, sample pack 20 plus $100. So this is just basically fake cash. So this is a picture of the money. Probably, I'm not sure what it would feel like in someone's hands if it feels like real money, but need aged and treated by the guide and delivery option if you don't know. I'm not sure what that means. They do not work at ATM or exchange places if they use machines. Okay, so I guess the ATM has a better way of checking. There are no miracle that don't expect to fool banks or ATM. These are fake watches. And so we got Versace Medusa crystal bar necklace, Rolex Datejust 31. Let's see how much this costs. $1 on the dark web. Imagine buying a watch on the dark web. Now you can find the closest replica to the real watch with the same weight, one-to-one replica of the watch movement, and all parts and precious components are one-to-one replicas. All right, let's see if this is actually, see these images. It's actually nice images. I can't tell if these are like the real ones or this guy has like a really good camera or something like that, but these look pretty interesting. They got Gucci shoes on the dark web? What am I even looking at right now? Retail value cost over $1,000. They're on sale for on the dark web. Carding. Let's see if they got cards on here. 100x best bins for bypassing VBV. I talked about this in my last video. I talked about these exact keywords. You can go watch it in the cards above. So this isn't like common knowledge. You have to buy this knowledge basically. Links to the best hidden hacking carding forms. He's literally just selling links to websites. Enroll cards CC $. That's what I was talking about also in my last video. So enrolls, basically these are a special form of spammed CCs or fulls. Why is that? Because enroll cards are specifically CCs that are easily attached / enrolled in payment systems without the need of OTP or a PIN. These payment systems are mainly NFC payment gateways, Google Pay, Apple Pay, etc. Cash for crypto, cash by mail, XMR, Bitcoin, anonymous crypto exchange, cash by mail. Really? They'll send you cash to your mail if you send them crypto. I guess that's how people kind of get crypto and then like exchange it for physical cash. Secure in-person crypto purchase? Euros. Where's this guy gonna meet you? That sounds imagine meeting somebody on the dark web to exchange cryptocurrency. That sounds like you'll freaking not make it out of there alive. Australian driver's license. USA driver's license, front, back, plus selfie and SSN, best price $2. Oh my God, fake New York ID, over 21 driver's license. Let's see what this looks like. Damn, they got Edward Snowden on this one? Oh my God. Snowden Edward Joseph. That's actually kind of scary. Oh my goodness, bro. They have a category for social engineering, which is like tricking people into doing what you want. And automated SMS verification sites. Telegram channel members, 10,000. So they send Telegram members to your channel. Twitter likes, Twitter retweets, Instagram reel likes, TikTok like. Okay, I kind of understand this. I think this is trying to make someone look like they're actually super legit. And so if you have like this like Telegram channel where you're like scamming, God forbid, a bunch of people, they would technically be buying fake people to join their Telegram channel and say, look, I have 55,000 members in my Telegram. I'm actually really about it. And then they'd go and like scam people to trick them, or they get a lot of likes on TikTok or Instagram, which is actually pretty weird, to be honest. But I guess that's what they sell over here to make it seem like you're somebody that you're really not. Penetration testing service, $1. So these guys will like hack you if you ask them. I guess they're like cybersecurity experts, maybe. Private investigative service, $. Anonymous SIM card Spanish carrier. Okay, let's see what the other services have. There's a lot in here. Postmates tip jar. What is that? Tip jar? Custom vape pen cart design. What the hell is going on? Are these guys basically like, these guys are logo designers on the dark web? Am I seeing that right? These guys, we will help you create your own custom branding pack. What is this, a freaking Fiverr? These guys are trying to sell like it's Upwork on the dark web, logos and branding and stuff like that. What the heck is going on? This is so sketchy. What the hell? They also sell VPN accounts on the dark web that I guess people would buy to do or to get for a lot cheaper than typically would. I don't trust this. Also, by the way, it's not a good idea because they can just change the password on you if they ever wanted to. They got software, botnets, and malware. Oh my God. Ransomware special tomato. This costs $39.99. Stealer rat HVNC. Big Shark Chinese Android rat as an image of an actual rat. Mine XMR using infected PCs. Pack of 10 minerals, silent miners plus Android. So these guys would probably try to get you to download their software and then start mining crypto on your computer or stealing all the data on your computer and having full access to it. Let's see what this one over here says. Hidden desktop, reverse connection, light TCP server, IPv4 DNS support, copy paste, hidden presence at startup, Windows Defender, encrypted. Okay, so this basically is saying that it's going to give you access to every part of somebody's computer as long as this is downloaded on their computer. Use the client builder to start your stub. Use RDP VPS for any sort of malicious tool. Research, learn, understand security measures put in place to prevent Trojans and banking Trojans alike. I feel like this software would actually be hacking the person that buys it so they can download it on their computer too. But yeah, I guess that's where people buy malware from unless they want to learn how to make their own. The dark web, I guess, has that. These guys are selling antiviruses on the dark web. Norton 360 Deluxe account. Oh my God. Microsoft Office 2021 Project Professional PC Windows key. Adobe Photoshop, Windows, and bonus Photoshop Express for Android. Wow. So on the bank one, they have verified account, email, login, user agent, and cookie. We talked about this in the last video that I posted on carding. And they have Cash App verified account with $5,000 balance for $. If you're a fraudster, why would you sell an account that for $5,000 or for $bucks that has 5,000 on it? Like, a lot of these don't really make much sense. Coinbase hacked account and email login. So someone has a hacked Coinbase account, right? And you're selling it for $bucks. Like, if you're the fraudster, wouldn't that be more beneficial to you to just keep it? These seem pretty sketchy. Aged bank drops. I don't know if any of these are actually real. And then of course there's the most prominent category of all, that is the drugs. And so there's basically everything that you can possibly think of when it comes to the dark web of pharmaceuticals being sold here. Probably gonna have to be blurring all of these out, but wow, there's actually a lot. Everything that I've never seen so many things when it came to pharmaceuticals in my life. It's all here on the dark web. There's also a category called, wait, harm reduction? Fentanyl test strips. So this basically tests the thing that you just purchased off the dark web to make sure that there's no harmful chemicals that could hurt you pretty badly. Oh my God, that's actually kind of smart, to be honest. They have a weight loss section on the dark web. Oh my God. Okay, I cannot look further. Oh my God. That's crazy, bro. I have to just say this, just so that everyone's fully aware. This stuff is really risky and really dangerous, okay? Don't even get the idea like, oh, that's much cheaper than what I can get it for. No, this stuff could literally end you. This is horribly dangerous. Never even attempt to buy stuff on here. It's actually super, super risky. On every dark web marketplace, they usually demand that you send messages using PGP. It stands for pretty good protection, but it's honestly a lot better than pretty good. It's almost unbreakable. Like, not even the government themselves could break this level of encryption. And so basically, it's a way of sending a message that only one person on this planet can open, and that's the seller. So if a buyer wants to tell the seller, hey, this is where you can send the goods, this is my house address, they of course wouldn't type it in plain text, right? Otherwise, the admins of this marketplace, which could be federal agents, could be hacked, could have a data breach, could be leaked, they could eventually leak the buyer's house address and of course send that person to jail or report to the feds. So what they typically do is the sellers put a copy of their public PGP key on their seller profile. This way that you could encrypt your message so that only they could open it with their own private PGP key. This takes all the middlemen out of the equation and makes it so that only a single human being has that private key to unlock the message that you just sent them. And the output looks something like this. A really complicated looking pile of random code, and only the seller themselves can decrypt this code using their secret key. If you're struggling to make more money every month, then you might want to listen to this. Right now, local businesses have a problem and they will literally pay hundreds of dollars every month for someone to go in and solve for them. They're not getting enough new customers because their competitors are ranking above them on Google. So I install automations into their business that get them more 5-star Google reviews. I then have an AI go in and respond to those reviews directly on Google, which Google likes to see. And I send a text message blast to all of their past customers to bring them back into their business. I actually just got one of my last clients 79 5-star Google reviews in about 3 weeks. And I do all of this using one single software called High Level, and they're also the sponsor of today's video. If you could go to a local business and show them that you can bring them more customers, rank them higher on Google, and get more clients coming into their business automatically, it's a clear no-brainer as to why they should pay you for it every single month. And so that's exactly what I teach. For my own company, outside of YouTube, like what I do for an actual living is I own a marketing company that I use High Level to deliver all the services on. And so I actually made a 2-hour-long video that teaches you everything for free. It's like right on YouTube. It teaches you everything from knowing nothing about High Level to landing your first client and then scaling infinitely. And so I actually teach a lot of my subscribers how to do this. I get a lot of positive feedback of them actually closing clients, which you'll see on screen right over here. They just walk into a business, show them what they could offer, and a lot of times they actually do say yes. So it does require a lot of effort and work and actually learning this, but once you learn this, it's so worth it. With the link down below, you have a 30-day extended free trial. That means that you could learn all of this while you're on your free trial and possibly even get your first paying client while you're on your free trial with the link in the description down below. When you sign up to High Level, you should get an automated text message or an email with all of my custom pre-made automations. And so it's called a snapshot. You just copy my snapshot that I built from scratch, and then you can load it into your High Level account where you'll see all of my automations that you can start using today. Most of these marketplaces go down by either getting seized by the government, which is pretty common, or doing an exit scam where they steal all of the active trade money and just shut down the site very abruptly, or a voluntary exit, letting everyone know, hey, this site's going to go down next week, try to sunset your services, and we'll see you all later. But one time, and just one time, in 2024, a marketplace owner pulled the nastiest combo of all of them. He literally did an exit scam plus extortion on their own users. He scammed everybody. It was called the incognito market, which was at one point a legit market on the dark web. People were actually moving and trading pharmaceuticals in this marketplace, over $100 million worth. And then one day, everyone's like, wait, where'd my money go? I just bought stuff on this site. The owner stole all of the money, shut down the site, but kept the seller portal active and told the sellers, check your portal. We have one little nasty surprise for y'all. And when the sellers probably had their heart racing, when they got there and checked out their portal, there was a single message saying, we've been keeping logs on your orders and the addresses of your buyers that didn't bother to use PGP to encrypt their messages and relied on our fake auto encrypt technology. And if you don't end up paying us up to $20,000, we're gonna leak the information of all of your buyers to law enforcement, basically ruining their name as a seller on the dark web and possibly getting them caught as well. They had a web page that showed a list of all of their vendors. The ones that were highlighted green allegedly paid this ransom, and the ones that were red didn't. They're probably lying about that too, just to motivate everyone into actually paying up this ransom. But when May came around, the only people that actually got caught by law enforcement was the owner of the marketplace himself. He's a 23-year-old from Taiwan named Roy Sang Lin. He's 23. He's literally 1 year younger than me, moving $100 million in a marketplace. And his name online was called Pharaoh. He was like the operator of the market. And they actually caught him in the JFK airport in New York on May 18. So if you're feeling sorry for him, honestly, his marketplace was selling drugs that allegedly the FBI said were mislabeled and were later found to include deadly fentanyl in their drugs. Like an undercover federal agent in 2023 in November actually uncovered that he ordered pills from this site just to test it out and, see how the orders came through, I guess. But when he got the pills, he said that they were totally laced with fentanyl. Like they weren't even the drug that he ordered. They were just like a pill that would like wipe somebody out. So when I looked up Pharaoh or Roy Sang Lin, I found a couple of things about him online that haven't been removed. It's actually pretty weird. I found videos of him on YouTube making presentations on a channel with like 60,000 subscribers on how to mitigate DDoS attacks of servers using proof of work, which is like some sort of cryptocurrency, Ethereum style thing. It was just weird. Like, look at this video.
It's proven mathematically that there's no way to cheat.
That's him. Like, that's literally this guy. He looks so innocent. He's just talking about, you know, like some cool cybersecurity stuff. He had a marketplace on the dark web moving $100 million and probably ending the lives of people because it was laced with bad stuff. That's the guy. You would never even expect it. One of my friends ended up buying the thing that Mario actually eats that makes him bigger. He actually bought that on the dark web. So if you want to see what happened to him, click this video right here on screen. Thank you for watching this video. Stay dreaming, stay lucid. I'm out. Peace.